Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to be working on the Accord. It's probably going to be the first video I'm, showing the Accord some love. Currently my Accord is my daily driver. It is a 2010 V6 Auto. I'm actually going to be fixing the check engine light on the car. It had a check engine light for quite a while. When I bought it, it didn't have it. And then after owning it for maybe a few more months, an engine light came up. So it is the P0420. Oh, blazing. The 420 code is an insufficient catalytic converter. Some people on the Accord forum say it could be an O2 sensor, or it could be the cat. That's just really bad. The car did misfire though after like a few months of owning the vehicle. The reason why it misfired is because, if you guys don't know, the Accord, certain years of Hondas that actually had the VCM system, which is variable cylinder management, it cuts off one bank of the engine and actually makes it run on like 3 or 4 cylinders or something like that for more gas efficiency and less power. But with that being in place on the cars, like the Odysseys, Pilots, the Accords, it caused a lot of bad things. It caused piston rings to be worn out, fouled spark plugs, a lot of oil consumption, and misfires. So that's kind of the one thing that I unfortunately experienced. I don't want VCM to kick in anymore. So I bought a VCM muzzler, which is a VCM muzzler 2 from the guy who first made it, which is actually living in my city. So I've been put it on, been running on 6 cylinders the entire time, and it's been great. It's just the misfire really fucked up the cat, so I'm going to be replacing it today. So this is the Accord, black V6 coupe on some codename controls. Let's open her up and do a cold start and then get her in the garage. Ugh. Ooh, that V6 baby. J series are the best, man. Sounds so good. But yeah, it currently has the check engine light right now. TPMS light is on because I have aftermarket rims, so I don't really care about that. But the check engine light is what I'm going to be tackling today. So my scanner is going to ask if this is my car. I hit yes, and there it is. There is a P0420 insufficiency code. All right, so I just got the Accord jacked up on some jack stands, put some tires underneath, placed the cardboard I'm going to be going underneath on, and then here are the tools that you're going to need to remove. So of course you're going to need your new cat. This cat is from Eastern Catalytic Converter. I couldn't afford obviously a brand new original OEM cat, because that's like almost $1,000 here, so I don't have that type of money. But Eastern Catalytic Converter, they said they are a fairly good brand, so I don't know if this is a part number or something, but this is kind of what it looks like. Comes with brand new studs. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be chopping off the old studs because the nuts on there are stripped really badly. Comes with the new gasket. So this is the ring gasket that sits on top of the exhaust pipe. I think it goes like around here. And then I bought an original exhaust manifold gasket. I suggest getting this. This is the part number, because the original, or the one that came with the catalytic converter, it's like some cheap ass fucking plastic that can just bend and break easily. So don't use these when you get an aftermarket catalytic converter. They're junk. Just go and buy an original. You're gonna have a bolt extractor set, because I'm for sure gonna need it. My Dremel I'm gonna be using to cut. I'm using a metal cutting disc with the Dremel, so hopefully that goes well. O2 socket, O2 sensor socket to remove the O2 sensors, of course. Some extensions, and then I have my tool set on the ground here, ready to go. So, also you're probably gonna need a light because you can't see underneath, but basically this is kind of the general idea of what you're gonna need. Okay, so this is kind of underneath the car, what I'm going to be tackling. So you can see how that one nut is like completely fucked, because I tried to break it really I tried to break it off earlier before, but it wouldn't work out, so that bolt's mangled. And then this one is probably just a hard one, because there's very minimal space to kind of put your hand up in here, and I couldn't hammer on the impact socket. So you can see here how that thing is completely like warped, rusted and everything. So I'm gonna try my best to cut everything off. But this one is the only cooperative one, which is like the easiest one to get off of. So this one I'm not too worried about, but these two are the main enemies that I'm gonna be focusing on. Currently, I'm taking out the really stripped nuts. I went to Canadian Tire and bought this deep extractor set. I don't know if it's coming out, but it's extremely hard to twist this, but it's grabbing, so which I'm happy about because I took out the stud on this one. That one's no problem. I should be able to come out with this regular 12, but this one I took out the stud, which is, oh, I can't turn the camera, which is right there. There's also this O2 sensor that connects to the downward portion of the cat, so don't forget to remove this too before you remove the stuff from the top. Okay, so the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna be removing this strut bar, or the strut tower bar. There's 4 bolts or nuts on each side. So I'm gonna remove it, and then there's this connector right here, or this hose that hooks onto the strut bar. Remove that, and then we'll move on to more down there. So actually it's just 3 bolts. I thought this one was another bolt for the strut bar, but it's actually for the actual shock itself. So only 3 bolts per side. Then remove it, and then this is kind of what you're left with. So let me just get a flashlight real quick. Okay, so once you're back here, you can see right there, there's the top of the cat. And then you can see only 3 bolts or nuts right now, but there are 4. So there's 2 on that side, 2 on the other. Then you're gonna remove the O2 sensor from the top. You're gonna have to disconnect from here. This is a mounting point. It's like a little push tab. Disconnect it from there. And then you might need to remove this black bracket, which is this guy right here. So I think there's 10mm bolts. I'm not sure. I'm trying to feel for where they are. I'm not sure where they are yet. But you're gonna have to somehow remove this. And then you might need to remove these coil packs just so you can yank out the cat from the top. If not, you might have to remove the heat shield. But if you can, I did see someone online remove it without removing the heat shield. So we're gonna try that. So remove those 4 bolts first. Holy shit, this is kind of hard when it's jacked up. I need a little stool. My dumb ass should probably remove the O2 sensor first. Mom, do you have the stool? I need a stool. The white stool. Where is it?
Oh, that's the bottom.
Can you get it? Oh, thank you. I'm gonna wait for my mom to get me the stool. Oh my god, my hamstrings. Okay. I got it off. I don't know if you can see this. Probably not, but I got it off. Oh, thank you. It's gonna help my back and my hamstrings. Do I have enough swing? Oh, what is this bullshit? Okay. Okay. Daddy's got it. Oh, I feel like an old man. So you can see this is the O2 sensor. It has a hint of blue in it. So I have noticed my car does shoot out a little bit of blue smoke, meaning worn out piston rings, I believe. After about maybe 15 minutes of torture, I finally got the 4 bolts out. So I believe I'll be able to yank it out. Just gotta remove this bracket and the coils, and let's see if it'll come out. Okay, so I got everything removed. So now I should be able to pull the cat out from the manifold, or technically it is a manifold, but from the block. There you go. Why won't you come out? The studs are all loose. I'll hit it with a hammer. So actually, the reason why it's not coming out is because there's supposed to be a bolt underneath the car, and there is. I think it's a 12 or 14, but when you're looking at it from underneath, you will see there's the O2 sensor area, and then there's the bolt that's connected. So I gotta remove that, and then I'll be able to pull the cat out. Holy shit. shit, dude. After about, I would say, a good hour of trying to get this out, finally it came out. Yo guys, so it's actually the next day. I couldn't get the cat to sit in the engine quite right, so I did more research, searching up how, like, you know, maybe did I get a defective cat where like it's slightly off, it's not the same size. I checked, they are the same size, it's an OE design. So what I saw was you gotta disconnect, so disconnect the cat from the bottom of the J, I think it's called the J pipe or the Y pipe, I don't remember, but in the first cat you get rid of the connecting pipe that connects to this, and then it should make the whole pipe a little more loose, have more slack, so you can actually get the cat in the back to actually sit down furthermore. Maybe that's why I had such trouble removing the rear, just because it was so tight up here, but it wouldn't allow any movement in the back, which is made it really harder for me to remove the cat. So remove both mounting points for the cat, and then you should be able to get the cat back in. And then I put the heat shield on the new one. I had to do a little bit of modification here. So in this corner here, it was already rusting off, so I basically just cut the corners off of both the outside and inside so it could clear this, so it could seat properly. And then that's how I got the heat shield on, and then we're just going to throw it back in the car. So I got the cat in, but I ran into a very big problem. You see that right there? That plug right here? I'm gonna have to pull it out again, get rid of it. I thought I could put it on, and when it's like secured, I can probably like twist it off because it was on there pretty tight, but then it started to strip. So I'm back to square one again. Holy shit, it finally worked. Oh my god. So I fucking got it out. Where's this little motherfucker? Ouch! As you can see, I kind of turned it into like a little bottle cap looking thing. And all I did was use a vice grips, clamp it on really hard, and just pound it away with a sledgehammer. So guys, I got the catalytic converter in, and the hole or the O2 plug is now gone. So it's just a matter of fact, just doing everything in reverse, put all the nuts back on, go underneath, put them back on as well, and then torque them to spec, and then it should be ready to go. That's basically how you're gonna replace your catalytic converter. So that's basically the end of the video. So thanks for watching. That's how you replace a cat.